right, it's spoiler review time. So if you haven't read this book, check out my previous video. It just gives you like a generic review of this book. I need to discuss some things that actually happen. So now is your chance to get away from this video. Right. Bloody hell. I rated this 5 stars. It's so dark in a lot of places. I think this one, obviously there are some dark scenes. It takes away from like the teeny boppy school romance vibe, which obviously is balanced out with some really dark home scenes. This just is pretty much dark, and it feels a bit more mature. I think the way the characters have developed. Let's go through some of them. So obviously Shannon, I was just holding my breath at the start of this book. I was wondering what the hell was going to happen to her and her family. It's devastating. I was fucking livid with the mother. Obviously the dad is the scum of the earth, but what the mum was allowing, don't get me started on her. I know lovely Lauren and a few others commented on my previous video when I uploaded the spoiler of that one. I think your opinion of her will change. Now, when I read that, I was racking up what could happen in this book, and I was like, absolutely not. Nothing will redeem that woman. She is a disgrace. And then I read what happened, and I was like, fuck. Okay. I think a lot of the stuff, because a lot of the stuff resonates with what actually went on in my life prior, apart from the house fire, that never took place, but everything else inside pretty much did. I was like, there is no forgiveness in my real life there. It just will never be. But I never had what she done. So that, when Johnny managed to get those young children out, and that was her way of protecting, I was like, wow, okay. Obviously she's been a liability right up until then, and don't get me wrong, I know she's got her own trauma and what she was dealing with. However, your kids are your kids. But that moment then, I was like, wow, took my breath away. I was like, right, okay, I kind of give you respect for like allowing your family to know they're going to get a better life, and you've just sacrificed yourself. So that was just horrendous. But yeah, okay, I turned around on her. Also with Darren, I could not stand him. The way they treated Shannon and the mother when she came back, I was so infuriated. He was so far up his mum's bush. I know he was trying to protect her and the family, and he was trying to do us good, but I was like, the way you're treating her, like she's the one that's just been battered and pulverized, like the whole family have, like, come on. So I was getting really irritated with the pair of them. And then they're hurling abuse at Johnny, who was like providing her a safe space. I couldn't understand it. But anyway, I get what they're trying to do. The mum was obviously seeing every guy as similar to her husband because of what she's been through. But yeah, and I really grew to love Darren at the end, actually. I like someone that can make a wrong judgment and own it, so that was brilliant. This had a really good way of like turning a character completely around for me, so I changed my opinion on those two. Everyone loved Gibbsy in book 1, and don't get me wrong, I found him humorous, but in this one I fell head over heels. He is so hilarious. He brings so much likeness to this book, because it is quite dark in the majority of the places. So I think he's pivotal, and I know he obviously got books in the series. Joey as well, wow. The ending of this book was magical, like him turned up at the school. I thought that was incredible. So I've been told his books go back in time, so we've got to relive what his home life's like, so if that's going to be tough to live again. I was hoping we would start here at school and see where it goes, but I'm interested to see where that goes. Yeah, Bella, oh, that bitch. It was so good when Shannon stood up for herself finally. She got the courage and done something. Obviously, by then it was worthless. She was beaten down and stuff, but just showed a little bit of courage and fought back a little bit. And even at the last meet up in the pub when Johnny was on, obviously playing rugby, and he was on TV. Amazing. She's grown massively as a person, as a character. Obviously, Johnny's parents are just sensational, absolutely sensational. That obviously not the massive mansion, but his mum reminds me of my mum. Like, I was 8 and my brother was 7 when we moved in, and my mum was like 26, 27. She had 4 of her own kids, took us 2 on, and then had another kid of her own a year later. So by 1999, I think she's like 27, and she's got 7 kids. That's how marvelous she was, and we were given everything we ever wanted in life. It was amazing. So that is my mum. When I was reading her comments, that is her. My mum's like tongue in cheek. She's quite funny. She's got a lot of banter. you always get embarrassed because like she would put up at the school gates playing My Neck, My Back, My Pussy and My Crack. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Everyone's loving life with her, and I'm like, so yeah, I got to reminisce in a lot of good ways and bad ways with this book. But yeah, overall, wow. I never ever thought I'd like a sports romance, but this is way more than that. It is obviously way more than that. That house fire was just harrowing. I knew as soon as he shut the door and Johnny said, I'll come back for you, I just knew it. That was what was going to happen. But I was holding my breath reading it because I was like, oh my God, those little boys. My God, they are three amazing characters in this series. This is why I think I really love this series, is because every single character plays an amazing pivotal part. There's no like background pieces in this. Even like friends like Lizzie and stuff. Like sometimes you'd find them irritating, but every single person has a pivotal part in this book, being incredible. It really is absolutely amazing. I've got nothing else to say. Just amazing. The spice, again, I like said this in my previous one, I wasn't a lover of it because I don't like spice, and two, they're like teenagers. I was like, oh, this is creeping me out. There was a lot of it in there, but you get it. You're teenagers, you've got hormones. But yeah, well, I want to know, what was your opinion? Did you change your mind on any of the characters? Still obviously didn't condone what was happening from book 1 into book 2, but that I never seen that come in. That just like threw me off completely, massively. So yeah. Whew, sorry this is such a long video. I will continue with this series when I get hold of it. I think I need a breather and to decompress, but sending lots of love. Check your trigger warnings if you do read books, because they do come at you quite quickly if you don't know what's coming your way. But yeah, definitely 5 stars. I absolutely love this book.